Everyone, and welcome back to Calamity ChatGPT, the series where AI is our only guide through Terraria's biggest mod. I know it's been a little while since the last video, but now I got a new PC and a new microphone. I don't know if you can tell the difference, but it looks nice on my desk. Anyways, you guys probably need a recap. Last time, we beat the Hive Mind and made some cool new armor. I was able to port over the world and my character to the new PC just fine, but I did lose all of my map for this world. I also had to redo all of my keybinds. Last time, ChatGPT told me to get any mobility accessory I wanted, so I made the Skyline wings with the Aerialite ore I got. These things are honestly incredibly powerful. They have pretty similar flight power to early hard mode wings, and with the lightning boots, you can go really fast. I also made the Skyfringe pickaxe because it had higher pickaxe power than my Nightmare pickaxe. After remembering the whole point of this series, I decided to talk with ChatGPT again. ChatGPT has undergone several updates between the last video and right now. Even though this conversation thread is very old, it still works. ChatGPT seems to be a little out of it since I left it untouched for so long. It first gave me a big list, then told me to consult the wiki. I ended up picking Skeletron out of the big list it gave me. I consulted ChatGPT about the arena and it gave me the usual. Platforms, campfires, lighting, nothing we haven't seen before. I began gathering supplies for the arena. When I checked if I had any life crystals for heart lanterns, I realized I had 8 whole life crystals just sitting around in storage for some reason. I don't know why, but I guess I have 400 health now. I made it to the dungeon and started building the arena. I thought I had more than enough supplies, but it turns out 150 by 100 was a lot bigger than I initially thought. But after tearing down a few nearby trees, I was able to finish construction. After adding a few sunflowers to boost my speed, I brought out my bed and slept until nighttime. Also, I'm doing a little experiment for this video. All the boss fights will have live commentary. Tell me what you think about this in the comments. Alright, here it goes. Oh no. Waste of adrenaline. Shooting them. What is he doing? Shoot, I forget to buy a map. Get away from me. Oh my god. What is he? Not bad so far. Right, frozen. That sucks actually. He's stopped. Oh, never mind. He's not stopped. I know your tricks now. Never mind. What is it? He's so just okay. After editing this part, it's more like mid-fight ramblings and commentary. It still has a charm though. I probably need to speak up a bit more during the fights though, or turn down the game sounds. After beating Skeletron, I was eager to explore the dungeon, but I had to ask ChatGPT what I should get next. It told me to get a Cobalt Shield, Muramasa, and Water Bolt. There were a few other good items down in the dungeon, like the handgun that it didn't mention, but these were a good start. It also told me to get Molten Armor, a melee armor set, confirming my suspicions that ChatGPT has completely forgotten we were supposed to be playing a ranger. It also told me to get the Ivy Whip, which I thought was an actual whip, but it's just a grappling hook. I've never played Summoner. It also told me that if I like magic weapons, I should get the Demon Scythe. And hey, I like magic weapons. On my way to the dungeon, I thought it would be a good idea to get a pylon over by the ocean next to the dungeon. If you're unaware, pylons are structures that allow you to teleport between other pylons. Each biome has its own pylon, and you can only get pylons from happy NPCs in that pylon's corresponding biome. If you don't understand any of that, all you need to know is that I spent way too long building houses and shuffling around NPCs. Oh, and I also found the Angler. An enemy killed him and caused me to drop the golden fishing rod, so I have that now. I got kind of distracted by the whole pylon thing, but I did get some nice looking houses out of it. After all of that, I finally entered the dungeon, in search of all the stuff ChatGPT asked me to get. I ended up getting killed pretty early out of the dungeon, so for my next expedition I drank a bunch of potions. This run ended up being a lot more successful. I got tons of keys and more loot than I could carry. I followed ChatGPT's advice and made the obsidian shield. This item is actually pretty good though. Since I was going to be using the demon scythe, I made enough mana crystals to max out my mana. I drank an obsidian skin potion and a battle potion. I figured I could handle mining hellstone and fighting demons with the demon scythe at the same time. I could not, but I did get an old lord's claymore out of it. After giving up on multitasking, I got more than enough hellstone for the molten armor set. I haven't given up on the demon scythe yet, but I took a quick break to craft the molten armor. While I was picking fights with demons, I decided to test out what that old lord's claymore I got earlier did. This thing is so cool. This has to be like one of the coolest weapons in Terraria, which makes me even sadder that ChatGPT hasn't told me to use it yet. However, I have drafted a brilliant argument advocating for the use of this weapon. It's really cool. Also, I won't use it in boss fights. And I ended up putting it in storage after like half an hour. After a little while, I ended up getting the demon scythe. However, immediately after, I ended up killing a voodoo demon over a puddle of lava, causing the wall of flesh to spawn. A boss I was entirely unprepared for. I went to the jungle to go get the ivy whip and the blade of grass, but ended up getting distracted building an apartment complex into a giant tree. I found a giant underground lab and enough jungle spores and stingers to craft the two items. I crafted the fiery greatsword as well as the blade of grass, and ended up choosing the greatsword over its jungle counterpart. I notified ChatGPT of my new items and it told me I was ready to face the slime gods. Here we go. I might use the greatsword a little bit. Probably not too much though. I think the demon scythe is going to be our house clutch. Probably going to be our best bet for this. I've never really played mage a lot. I just gotta play defense and wait for it. Why is he jumping so high? I can't dodge all of this. Just jumping. And projectiles. And ads. That adrenaline was pretty clutch. I just took a bunch of hits. That's the problem. I get adrenaline, I get greedy, and I do too much damage, and I'm stuck in this loop. Yeah, okay. You know, I probably should use potions. I don't know what I'm doing. I've life force potions, and I'm not. Oh, I just drank one. I have life force potions. I'm not even using them. Magic, I guess. I mean, I might as well, right? I'm using demon scythe. Thorns, sure. Ammo res, I don't really need it. I mean, I guess I might as well. Let's see what else we got. Gills, Featherfall, Splinter, Danger Sense. I mean, that's pretty much everything. Okay, I just drank. I need to stop pressing buttons. Alright, bring it on. Oh, there's a blood man. What? There's not gonna. Enemies aren't gonna spawn during this fight anyways. I don't think I need to worry about that. The greatsword is a lot of damage, but I don't think it's very sustainable. Oh my god. Okay, now there's two Uboni. Kind of like this. Then I don't have to like wait for a mana to like recharge every time. Or I could just get hit 3 times in a row and die. And then these slimes they spawn and keep getting in my way, and I can't do anything. How are they doing this? How do they know where I'm gonna go before I even go there? I guess they can literally teleport. Also, it's really dark, so I can't see anything. I should have done this during the day. I don't know why I didn't wait. Nice. I think I might beat them this time. It's down to just 2. It's a lot easier to manage when there's just 2 of them. Yeah, I'm at like full health, and my potion is not cooldown. And wow, I thought I was gonna die there, but I didn't. After beating the slime god, I told ChatGPT about the purified gel I obtained from the boss. Purified gel is used in a lot of really good stuff, so I was hoping ChatGPT would throw me a bone here, but its knowledge of Calamity crafting recipes is a pretty bad track record. Let's go over all of the brilliant advice it gave me. Aerospec armor, we already crafted this, it did need purified gel. Cosmic worm, oh yeah, sure ChatGPT, let's fight the devourer of gods in free hard mode. Aerolite bars. Again, we already crafted these. Blossom Flux. Post-Plantera and also not even craftable. Life Fruit. Also post-Plantera. Various potions. True, but not specific. ChatGPT gave me more stuff that didn't use purified gel, but I'm not going to go over all this. It did tell me to make gel armor, which technically isn't a thing, but there is an armor set called Statagel armor, which I think is close enough. I began to craft the armor but realized it had a different headpiece for each class. I decided to ask ChatGPT which headpiece I should make. And I went for the summoner one. We have 0 summon weapons. With this interesting choice, we're going to wrap up episode 5 of our series. I'll see you guys next time for more AI-powered Calamity.